Hello, Leo. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Interesting. So this card was upright in the deck. Boundaries. Ooh, yikes, crisis. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this person. It could have been a situationship. Others of you, you may have felt this very strong energy where perhaps you've exchanged glances and you know there's something special there, but no one really is speaking up. You have some pretty rough cards here, Leo. You both may just be mirroring each other. So some of you may actually resonate with this reading and feel as if it's your own emotions. Crap. Holy Hannah. Leo, I'm sorry, my reaction. I just can't help it. Remember, nothing lasts forever. Not even sadness. Okay? This problem that you have shall pass as well. It too shall pass. I think this is probably one of the most intense readings I've seen throughout all the decks. You have some cards here that are very dark in their feelings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your person of interest, but because of the absolute intensity of these cards, Leo, you could also be feeling this too. Here we have boundaries, followed by crisis. Then we have laughter, grief, death and rebirth, awakening, fear, illness, wellness. Then we have embracing the shadow, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Leo, right now, I have put up boundaries. A part of me has wanted to reconnect with you, but what I've done, the things that have happened between us, things don't feel right. I don't feel right. I feel that in this connection, it is important for me to keep up my boundaries, to keep up that distance. And my mind is in a crisis. There's mental anguish, impatience, frustration. I'm so overwhelmed right now that I'm unable to sort out my emotions. And I need time to sort out my emotions so I can make a choice, I can make a change. But I really am not thinking straight. I do feel that in this connection there's this sense of laughter. This laughter that I feel, where you are someone who I feel who's like my confidant. I can talk to you, and I know you'll always be there for me. You're always that type of person who is always giving, like sunshine. Even in the shade, there's light. I feel that you're someone who knows how to make me laugh, knows what makes my heart happy, knows what makes me tick. And that's my friendship. But now I feel like I've lost all of that. And I am grieving. And I am sad. A part of me feels a sense of guilt, remorse, and regret. There's a very dark sky. That is my world. And you were that one shining star that existed. But things have changed. And now I feel that that part of my world is fading. That light is fading. I've lost you because of what I've said and done, and for the things that I never said that I should have, the things that I never did that I should have done. I do feel that it's time for me to have a rebirth in this connection. So much has happened between us. I feel that everything that happened before was very rough. The road was very rocky. It was not easy going over that terrain. But going forward, I want to have a smooth road, a clear path, a plan, so that I can be someone who is special in your life like I always wanted to be. But what happened, I know. It's virtually impossible. I've awakened to the realization that I have lost all of my confidence. I've lost my confidence. I've lost the feeling that I used to feel where there was a lot of self-esteem. Now there's insecurities. There's a lack of self-esteem. There's a lack of confidence. There's nervousness. Sometimes I even have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, thinking about what has happened and what I've done. And I fear losing you as a friend. And I've awakened to the fact that I'm completely overwhelmed. And though I want to create something with you and have a restart, I have put up boundaries. There's many things that are weighing me down. Burdens, responsibilities, memories and emotions and trauma that haunt me from back in the day. These things weigh me down, they carry me down. I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to release from this, but I am unable to. I do feel that in this connection, there's this guilt, remorse, and regret that I have, that I cannot be with you the way that you want me to. Do I tell you the reasons why? Hardly. I don't. But there are certain things that I have on my mind, in my heart, that prevent me from being with you the way that you would like me to. These things I unfortunately do not have control over. These are certain things that have happened in my life that are circumstances I can't let go of, responsibilities I can't ignore, burdens that I have to take on as my own. You've seen a side of me that was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And I want you to know that, yes, that is a part of who I am. I am who I am, and I can't change my ways for anyone. I know it's difficult. I know it's not right. And I know I should change. But that too is very difficult for me to do. I want you to embrace who I am, for all that I am. But so much has happened, I don't think you can. At some point, I was very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. And it was difficult for you to see who I truly was. I just hope that these boundaries fade away one day, and a sense of clarity comes into my mind instead of me being so overwhelmed the way I am now. All right, Leo. Your person of interest and you have, the word would be depressed. There's sadness, there's depression, there's hopelessness. There's a feeling of hopelessness here. Because there's a lack of direction, there's a lack of movement, so you feel like nothing's really happening. Some of you might feel like this. Cross-watchers, some of you might feel like that. It's a general love reading. It's not going to feel like that for everybody, but the majority of the cards here, it is very sad and very upsetting. Talks about lost confidence. Talks about literally feeling sick to the point where you just can't be yourself or do anything, achieve anything. It talks about despair, depression, desperation. And depression, there's various levels. Here we also have crisis. So much is going on in the mind, it's overwhelming. For that reason, first card's the strongest. We have boundaries. Let's just ignore everything. I'm just going to put up these boundaries, and I don't have to deal with it. Unfortunately, that is the way many people do things. In order to not deal with the situation, they simply just put up boundaries. But remember, why is this person putting up boundaries? They're putting up boundaries because they're overwhelmed. They're putting up boundaries because they want to retain and keep that friendship. They're putting up boundaries because they're grieving, remorse, regret. They're putting up boundaries because they're also scared and nervous about this connection, and because they've also lost their confidence. They're putting up boundaries because this person feels like they just can't be with you because of other circumstances. Are these excuses? Are these reasons? Because I can see the emotions of this person, these are not excuses. This is like legit. This person's not feeling well mentally or emotionally. A part of them here is a great card, Death and Rebirth. A part of them wants to have a second chance with you, which is great. However, wow, is this ever a struggle right now? Not impossible. Like I said, this too shall pass. It's not going to last forever. These feelings and emotions, they always keep coming and going. It's like an ocean, like the waves. They come and go, come and go. It's very fluidic. So don't worry about it. I don't see that these type of feelings and emotions are going to last forever. They usually don't. Nobody wants to be in that state of mind. Eventually they crack. Oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Interesting. Connection just got a whole lot heavier. Okay. This deck is the Lover's Path Tarot, and I have a look at this deck to see what it is that may have occurred in the first place that caused the problem. So what happened that made this wonderful connection that was there in the beginning? Why did it start to fade? Why did things start to break down? Sorry guys, you might have heard that little bump. Here we have Temptation. There you go. Temptation is the Devil card. Inner turmoil and obsession. This talks about tempted by forces that one cannot control. Obsession that is in the form of envy. Having sensual desires for the individual, but also having the need to be controlling, dominant. What this person started to do and what they started to feel. So before, Leo, this was a very sexually addictive connection. It got to the point where it became very toxic and it was all about lust. Then things changed. This person realized that, you know what, I'm so addicted to this individual, I really have to change. And so we have here wanting freedom from temptation, and experiencing the envy of others, wanting to put themselves in other people's shoes. What would it be like to be with my Leo? But in the right way, in a healthy way. They wanted to transform their weakness into a strength. You were their weakness. This temptation was a weakness. Whew. Talk about sparks flying. So there was a lot of chemistry here between the both of you, but it got to the point where it started to become unhealthy. Here, we also have the Four of Staves. Now, these cards I do read in the reverse, both of these cards. Here it talks about a lack of stability, not wanting to create a home, and not really looking for closure. Here it talks about how there would have been a problem when they were trying to accomplish their goals. They were not able to enjoy them. There was no success after putting in the effort and many ventures. There was a lack of satisfaction. Here it also talks about a lack of marriage, not wanting to marry, and domestic partnerships, not trying to work on that. Closure to an unstable situation was needed. But what happened in the end, and this is something that caused the problem which is associated with the temptation card, they wanted stability, but there was frustrations and disappointments at home. So this is a huge card to have because it talks about external people causing problems. It's not just about what you wanted, what your choices were. This is about how other people are affecting your choices and your future. Here somebody is frustrated with the situation that they have in the home environment. This home environment could literally be associated to friends, family members, society, people that have an influence on this individual. And there was disappointments in the home. So sometimes when there's disappointments in the home, there is no positive outlook. People are not positive when they're in a negative environment. So this person was very lustful indeed, but it was also because of the problems that they have had in their past, or maybe even currently. They were very frustrated with their own problems. And in addition to that, they also had a lot of disappointments in their home. And so they ran away from that. And as a release, literally speaking, this person wanted to give in to lustful behaviors. So this was like their therapy. This was almost like therapy for them. They had issues at home, and you were their go-to person. So that is not healthy, right? You can't be that great escape or that sanctuary because they're not even treating you as someone who's very sacred, treating you like an object at some point. Some of you may have felt that. Some of you may feel very used. And you're very confused because you've given them everything. You've given them yourself, your love, your heart. Many people may even have spent money on this individual. And the thing is, you've given so much, yet you got so little in return. And that is what really hurts the heart here for you, Leo. All right. So that's something that happened in the past. Maybe this person told you, maybe they did not. All right. Let's have a look here. We have the Beginner's Tarot. The Beginner's Tarot deck, I look into, this is a great card to have, Hermit. I look into the plans, any actions, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. We have 2 major arcanas. We have the 8 of Cups. Excellent. The Justice, another major arcana. Ooh, and then we have 5 of Wands under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. A whole bunch of people talking. This is influences, external factors that are causing problems in this connection. So here we have first card's the strongest. We have Hermit. So, I mean, it's needed. The Hermit mode is needed. Your person of interest needs to take a break, take some time out, and have some me time. They're not healthy mentally and emotionally with those cards that came out in the first batch. Not right. Not good. Here we have the Hermit card where this person is trying to isolate themselves deliberately because they want to have a more detached point of view of problems. They're forcing themselves into loneliness. They want to contemplate what they've done, what they can do to make things better. Can they be a better person? Are they able to do that? There's so many things associated to this particular card. And it definitely talks about wanting to make a difference, but thinking things through first. Here we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So even though they are thinking of certain things, they're not really taking any action. With the Wheel of Fortune, it talks for me more about considering what might happen in the future and hoping towards a better future. And that's about it. Here, there's this feeling of wanting to be in a better situation where we are hoping for fate and destiny to play out, but in our favor. This is what this person is hoping for. They feel that someday, some way, we will meet again. And life will move on. And you will treat me as a friend. Here we also have 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups here talks about how this person wants to move on from the situation. They just had enough. They've had enough. Enough is enough. They feel it's time to move on. Moving on here. It's to let go of all the things that have happened in the past. The image itself, it is that of the individual who's more like a hermit, trying to move on and meditate towards the mountains, to become a hermit for some time, to think things through. This person no longer wants to be in this situation. Remember how I was telling you, right? Nothing lasts forever, right? That too shall pass. That is what's happening here. This person's making it happen. Very good. They know that they can no longer be in this energy. It's terrible. It's unhealthy for them. It's unhealthy for you. It's time to move on. That's what they're doing. That's great. We also have here the Justice card. They're moving on towards what? A goal, an intention that they have, which is to make things right again. Like, wow. Oh, do they ever need to make things right again? Things need to have a better balance. This person wants to give you a bigger promise. And for me right now, I don't see anything related to the legal field or like making something like a contract or signing something like that. I don't see that in this card. If there were other cards, I would have said yes. But I don't see that here. This right now, with the type of cards we have, is just simply talking about, let's be together. Let me come back into your life. Can we have an equal give and take? Because I don't want to just keep taking. I want to be the person that also has an equal say in the matter, but also an equal share that I have to contribute to. I don't just want to be the person who's taking. So this is a good thought process and mindset that this person has now, and they're changing slowly, so that's great. The overall arching theme we have here is the 5 of Wands. This talks about struggle, arguments, disagreements between the both of you as well. But in addition to that, it also talks, if it's not that, guys, in addition to that, it also talks about a lot of upsetness within your community or your society, the people that you're around. This could be a few people, 1 or 2 people, could be anybody. And they're basically telling you that this is not the right thing. There's some people that are jealous, simply. There's some people that are spreading rumors. Whatever it is, there is conflict here. Whether it's between the both of you or there's other people involved in this connection that are external. They're acting like external circumstances, and it's hard for yourself or even the cross-watcher to kind of keep them at bay. It's not easy controlling the situation. It's almost as if the situation is out of control or will become more out of control as time goes by. Do I see any action being taken here? Not for you. This action they're taking for themselves, which is great. They still need to do that. This action as well, they're taking for themselves. Let's move on. I can't be in this connection anymore. In this way, I need to change things. The intention is excellent. They want to make things right. They want a second chance and they want to make things right. That's great. It's very rare for me to get both the cards in a reading, but it's really nice to have a second chance and to make things right, because it goes hand in hand. All right. Let's have a look at we have here Archangel answer cards. Okay. Just going to do a quick prayer. We have here opportunity, followed by it's up to you. Then we have yes. And we have choose a new direction. Helpful people. Take action. And we have meditation brings answers. Followed by within the next few months. You have an excellent timeline there. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme we have here, improving health. All right, so what we have here is a choice. Wow, you do have a choice, Leo. Because the cards were so intense in the beginning, there is a hell of a lot of pain in your heart. And the angels are really, really worried. The overall arching theme is improving health, which is an umbrella. It covers all of this. The main thing they are worried about, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel are sending these messages to you. We have here improving health, which is the overall arching theme. They're really worried about your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Everything combined. When you spiritually become weak, because you emotionally become weak, you attract negative energies, and that therefore makes you physically weak. It's a weird dynamic, but just try to get that. So overall, the feeling that you have is a trigger of everything. So it's important to be careful how much you feel, what you feel. Try to resolve it, try to heal from it. I know it's hard, but if you don't, then it leads to other issues. Starting with the first card here, we have here opportunity. You are going to receive an opportunity. Pretty amazing. However, you also have the card It's Up to You, and many of you know that this now splits into two groups. Some of you that wish to stay with this person, others of you that just can't tolerate this person, you've had enough, and you want to move on. Let's start for those of you that want to be with this person. There is going to be an opportunity that's going to be given to you. And yes, it is important for you to finally choose a different method of approach when it comes to this connection. Helpful people are out there, a friend, family member, a therapist, somebody who you could talk to about this entire issue and you will receive helpful advice and answers. Take action when it comes to meditation on the divine, as well as prayer on the divine. Concentrate on the divinity, on the source, pure white light, holy light. When you say pure white light, it has to be holy. You have to say the word holy. Because there's many lights in the universe that could be unholy as well. And then you just get bad juju attracted because you don't even know. Here, with meditation brings answers. This particular card I look at, and some of you may not have time. My angel guide has told me 21 minutes is sufficient. You don't have to go above and beyond that. You don't have to if you can't. But 21 is good. Angel Fakil also says 2-3 minutes when it comes to praying. As long as you mean it, as long as you really, really feel it. If it's intense, that's great. That's good enough. We also have a timeline here. Within the next few months, you're going to be receiving this opportunity, and things are going to change drastically. You're going to be meditating, receiving some answers, but you're also going to be receiving answers when you talk to people. We also have here improving health. The overall arching theme, your health is going to improve, and because of that, your mind, body, spirit, and your soul is finally going to start to feel better. For those of you that just can't deal with this person anymore, you've had enough, and I completely understand how and why, because I saw the cards, right? There's so many that were very sad and negative to a degree. There's going to be an opportunity, but it's not going to be this person. It's going to be somebody else. Yes. They're saying here to choose a new direction. So the destination would be the same. But the route getting there, that is the thing that is different. Additionally, choosing a new direction, it also means that your method of approach can no longer be the same. It can't stay the same. That's what I was going to say. It has to be different. Choosing a new direction, if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same results. And that's the issue here. You need to do something different in order to get a different result. Still, the same for you. Helpful people are out there. It is important for you to get as much help as you can. Not from every single person, just from a few trusted people. We also have here, take action. For you, very similar to the group before, it is important to take action when it comes to meditation and when it comes to prayer. Like I said, meditation 21 minutes, good enough. Prayer 2-3 minutes, make sure you actually mean it. Within the next few months, you are going to be receiving this opportunity with somebody else. Somebody else may come into your life. Now, sometimes people do come into our lives, but that's not my type of person, right? I've seen that a lot. The issue is we actually pass up opportunities when we don't take the opportunity. We haven't even tried. If you feel that there's even slight potential, go for it. Give it a try. But if you feel that, oh my God, I can't even look at this person. I can't do this. Don't force yourself into something that's just going to waste your time and this person's time. So it's important to heal before you even try to take any opportunity. And by healing, you will be able to heal yourself, and that health issue that you might be going through. Not everybody's going to be having this issue. It's all related to stress, anxiety, depression. Even frustration and impatience, the feeling of remorse, the feeling of guilt, especially the feeling of depression. Naive. I'm getting somebody here was very naive. Naivety. I think that's a word. That's what somebody was, and they were taken advantage of a lot. So, unfortunately, we learn from our mistakes, but sometimes mistakes can just be simply categorized as experiences. So you've learned from your experiences, and you also know what you should do in the future and what you shouldn't, what you should avoid. So I would recommend, a lot of people I know, they don't take opportunities when they come to them. I would recommend that just keep an open heart, keep an open mind, and accept an opportunity that may come to you. Because they come to you for a reason. Sometimes they're spiritual connections. Sometimes it's a karmic connection or a lesson. But there's always something. And we don't take advantage of those opportunities. And that's your reading. Leo, I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Also, regarding this particular card, I would recommend that, especially with the amount of energy you had coming from the first set of cards, I have on Asnointia, www.asnointia.com, that's my website. I have 2 packages that would be quite helpful for some of you. One is called the Holy Light package. The other is called a Water Wellness package. The Holy Light package I have created as a self-help guide. It teaches you how to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers, and they are associated to your bodily functions. I teach you how to get rid of those, create a better balance. Now, I also have something called a Water Wellness package. That is specifically and strictly for your body itself. And that, hopefully, if you want, it is actually both of them. Hopefully you can get that. Both of them combined, it's a really, really strong, powerful package. And I created them because they're very different. So the Water Wellness package, I teach you how to actually create holy water. There's various ways people create it, but this method is also approved, LOL, by my angel guide, Angel Fakeel. So it's Fakeel approved, yes. And if some of you want to read a little bit about Fakeel, you can read about her on my homepage. I have a little blurb about her too. And that's it, guys. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. Have a look at my YouTube channel as well for some of you who may be going through some emotions and some feelings that you just can't get the answers for. You've gone through something which is a relationship where you feel as if you are not really being valued. I have quite a few videos now on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. And if you see those, you'll understand where the masculine energy is coming from as well. Masculine can also be for females too. I also have some spiritual connection videos there too. So hopefully some of you may find them helpful. And let me know in the comments there as well, if you wish. I would like for you all to like, share, and subscribe to that channel too. Hopefully very soon I will be able to put up the video that I've been talking about for the longest time. It is taking a while. It's a lengthy video. And many of you know I also work full-time. And obviously there's other things that we all do at home. So I'm trying my best. Hopefully soon. I have to get that out because it's really important that I get it out so that people can know more about negative energies. It's quite lengthy, and it'll provide better clarity and understanding what you can do to avoid those type of things as well. All right, Leo, you take care, stay safe, keep your chin up, take the opportunity, and if you feel that this person's not for you, it's time to move on. Take care. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.